It's Divas That Care Radio. Stories, strategies, and ideas to inspire positive change. Welcome to Divas That Care, a network of women committed to making our world a better place for everyone. This is a global movement for women, by women, engaged in a collaborative effort to create a better world for future generations. To find out more about the movement, visit divasthatcare.com after the show. Right now, though, stay tuned for another jolt of inspiration.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Divas That Care. My name is Candace Gish. I am so excited that each and every one of you has tuned into today's program. We have a great one for you today. We've been working on some special shows lately. We have an anthology that's going to be coming out right before Mother's Day on May the 9th. And our anthology is called Our Mothers, Our Daughters. And I have the great privilege to be interviewing some of the contributors in our anthology here. And today I get to interview Juanita Wilson. And so I'm really excited about that. If you haven't had a chance to check out the Divas That Care before, please go check them out at divasthatcare.com. We have an amazing range of hosts, guests from all over the world, and I know that you're going to love them. All right, Juanita, it's been so long.
Oh, hi, Candace. Yes, it's been way too long. Time is just flies by, doesn't it?
It is flying by.
It is.
It has. So how has life been for you? And before we kind of dive into that, would you mind introducing yourself to our listeners today?
Yes, my name is Juanita Wilson, and I live in Moncton, New Brunswick. And I've been following Candace for many years. And right now I'm a business owner with Juan's Internal Beauty, and I host fashion shows and events for women to bring women together to collaborate and share our businesses and just get out of their comfort zone and try something new. So that's what I do at my events.
Well, I find that you're such an inspiration, and I love seeing everything that you've been posting over the years on your social media, and it is just truly inspiring.
Oh, thank you. Yes, that's my whole goal. When I came up with my business name, Juan's Internal Beauty, I wanted people to see that, like I do a modeling and things, but the beauty does come from inside, and it's what we share out to the world and to help other people that what's going to be remembered.
I agree with you completely. And we're going to be definitely sharing that with all of our listeners because I really think that they need to go and check that out because it's just, as I said, it's empowering to women out there. And that's what our anthology is about, too, is how do we inspire and how do we empower the women out there?
That's right. Whether they're younger women or women of like my age, and you get into your 60s, like, you know, some of the women that even model with me never done anything like that. And it's just to help people to get out of their comfort zone and try something new and follow their passions.
Exactly.
You know, never give up, no matter what age you are. I'm 64, and I have no inclination to give up what I do. I'm passionate about modeling.
I love that. And you are now one of our authors in Our Mothers, Our Daughters, and I'm really excited about that. And I want to say that I'm so grateful that you are a part of this anthology. Can you tell us a little about what your story is all about?
Well, my story is about my two daughters. My first one I had when I was really young, at 16 years old, and it was a time back then when, you know, it wasn't easily as acceptable to go to school and do things like that when you were pregnant, like it is today. So it's all, you know, about how I met the challenge and raised my daughter, and, you know, then later on in years I had my second daughter, and how the difference between, you know, being a mother at 16 and the things I seen and felt like, you know, when all my other friends were out having fun, doing things a normal teenager would do, and I'm home with a baby, like, you know. So it's just to share, like, some of my story from the beginning to having my second daughter at 38. It was like a tremendous difference because I was more mature, and you know, your relationship is different sometimes when they're teenagers, of course. And so that's basically what my story is about, like the difference between, you know, a young mom. But after I had my first daughter, I felt like I've been a mom all my life. It's what it feels like. because I never really teenage years, right? So now I'm just doing the things now that I enjoy, and my passion was to raise my children, and then later, remarried and had 2 sons after that. But, it's just, you put so much into your children, and then you go through rough patches, but then, my daughters now are my best friends.
Oh, I love that. And I know our listeners are going to love that too. This anthology has got so many inspirational stories, I'll be honest with you. I'm just blown away with what people are going to, I think they're going to learn from it. And they're going to be able to take those tips and stuff away with them to see that they're not alone. They have people that have gone through, maybe a similar situation, and how you were able to thrive through that, because you've learned so much from that experience, and it has brought you to where you are today.
Yes, that's right. And it's like, my never give up spirit. Like when I was 16 and going to have my first daughter, I was into gymnastics, and my coach at the time was disappointed because he said I was so good I could have made the Olympics. Well, you give up on your dreams to raise your children. It's like, only now at my age I'm pursuing my passions of modeling and doing things that I really want to do. But,
And it's great. And you were mentioning before we have a competition coming up.
Yes, I'm going to the Canadian Model and Talent Convention, CMTC in Toronto on May the 3rd. So I got picked to go to represent New Brunswick to compete in 5 different categories that I signed up for of modeling. So it would be runway and commercial, print, do TV commercials, all different categories like that. So I'm pretty happy to go and represent, especially my age group. I find we're so underrepresented in the modeling world. It's getting better and better, and it's like, I have 10 models that I work with that I'm mentoring right now, and we're all different ages and sizes, and that's why I'm going to represent an everyday woman.
And what a great thing to be able to go do that, and then this anthology is going to come out right after that. And so you've got a lot of things on your plate for the month of May.
Yes, I do. Very busy. So then
that is excellent.
I have a fashion show in the fall, like I have 2 a year. So, and then I'm starting a modeling course in the fall. So modeling and self-improvement course. And it's going to be a 6-week course for anybody who's interested. And it's more than just the modeling. It's like the whole, like self-improvement, the whole woman.
My goodness.
Yes, I'm doing
that.
I
love that. That we'll have to share that with all of our listeners. One thing I just want to ask before we end today's program, Juanita, is do you have any tips from your story that you want to share with our listeners?
Basically just to be there for your children and your daughters, especially during the tumult times, like when they're teenagers. Like I say in my story, there was a time when I didn't even like my girls. They were just, so hard to handle. At 14, 15 years old, it was hard. But you keep with them. You keep being there for your children, and that's all you can do. And if things will turn around. If you're going through a rough time with your daughters, things turn around if you stick with them. And right now, my daughters, like I said before, are my best friends. Like we talk every day. One lives in Edmonton, and the other one lives here in Moncton, and we talk almost every day, at least text every day. But, to get through that patch, you just have to stick with them, and it wasn't always easy. Raising children is not easy, but I think if you love them and show that love to them every day. And right now, I just want to be the inspiration for my kids, to show them that, never give up on your passions and your dreams, and keep going. Like that. And the closeness of my daughters is so important to me.
Oh, I love that. That is inspiration in itself, and I want to thank you so much for being a part of this and for all the great things that you are doing, because you are a real inspiration. You're doing so many things to support other people out there. As I said, I follow you quite a bit on social media, and I see all the things, all the amazing posts you put out there to inspire and educate women out there. So thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome, Candace. Thank you, and I look forward to the book coming out and receiving a copy.
Yes, this is going to be so exciting.
I am excited about
it. Oh, it is great, isn't it? For all of our listeners, Juanita's chapter is actually called Mothers and Daughters, and you're able to pick up a copy of this book at Barnes & Noble, Absolute Love Publishing, Amazon, Kobo, Apple Books. You know, it's going to be everywhere. Right now, we're actually having a pre-release sale, so you can get a good deal on our book right now. And then, as I said, May the 9th, it is going to be launching, and you'll be able to pick up a soft copy then. So thank you so much, Juanita, for sharing with us today. I'm so excited. I think your story is going to really make an impact on a lot of people's lives. So it is much appreciated.
Oh, thank you very much. And I hope I helped to, inspire somebody that's listening.
I think you have. So thank you again, and thank you to all of our listeners. Please go and check out our amazing book here that is going to be coming out right before Mother's Day, and get a copy for your mother and perhaps your daughter and a whole bunch of your friends. You know, that's what we're doing. We're going to be supporting all these amazing women in this book. Mm-hmm. We're thankful so much that you've taken your time today to check us out. The Divas That Care is now in its 13th season, so we are listened to in over 30 countries and around the world. And our anthologies, what we're doing with these is to inspire so many people out there. So thank you so much for just taking the time to be a part of this. You know, check out our tribe. We do have so many things going on, and we're so glad that you guys are now a part of it. So thank you, Juanita. Thank you to all of you, and I hope that each and every one of you has an amazing day. And please remember to do something kind. Until next time, everyone.
Thanks for listening. This show was brought to you by Divas That Care. Connect with us on Facebook, on Instagram, and of course on divasthatcare.com, where you can subscribe to our newsletter so you don't miss a thing.